Greetings everyone and welcome to my channel. It is time to talk about the Eurovision final where I'm finally gonna rank the songs, and this has been so difficult. Impossible to rank the songs. So before we start with the ranking, I want to say that this is my personal opinion. I'm not a musical expert, I'm not the jury on the show, I'm not giving actually any points. This is just something, what I feel about these songs and how I like them in some order. So things I took into consideration are the song itself, of course, the live performance, which now we've seen all after two semifinals, and the longevity of the song. For me, it is very important to have a song which I'm gonna be listening to after the Eurovision is done for months, to find out about the artists which I'm gonna be digging deep into in the discographies and everything. So yeah, that might explain some of the decisions that happened on this list. And we're gonna do this with a plot twist. If you watched any of my videos, you know very well clearly who my favorite is. So I'm gonna start from the top, from 12 points all the way down to the 1 point. Because I think it's gonna be more interesting once we run out of the points, because you already know who is the number one if you watched my videos before. If not, go see some other reactions, like they're there so you will know. And then come back to this video. So yeah, I just want to say, taking into consideration three factors: the song itself, the live performance, and how I feel about the song and how much I'm gonna be listening to that particular song after the Eurovision is done. It was completely impossible to pack this into 10 songs. So yeah, I will give out 12 to 10, 12 to 1 point, and then I'm gonna have two honorable mentions. Let's go. I have my scoreboard here. That's why I'm looking at the phone. My 12 points go to Austria. From the moment number one, it's been a no-brainer. I fully given shot to every song, and there are some songs which are close to Austria, but after seeing that live performance, which is so theatrical, so dramatic, so fit to the song, and so true to the music video as well, this is my number one favorite. I think JJ's vocals are incredible. It's not for everybody. I don't know if Austria will win, but I hope it will. It is my number one favorite. It is my favorite song of this entire competition. It's one of my all-time Eurovision favorite songs. So 12 points, Austria. That was, as everybody know, expected. Then we go to 10 points. So I just need to say that from 10 points to 3 points, it's a bloodbath. Any song. I'm looking at this now, and I'm already regretting some decisions, but it is done. It's gonna go out in public. This opinions, it might change literally in the next half an hour. That's how good, how consistent this year is. So Austria is a class of its own. Then we have this from second to seventh or eighth place, which is this category of really good songs that I would like to see as the winners. And then we have from number 9 to number 12, as we're gonna cover 12 songs because it's impossible not to avoid any of these tracks. They're kind of I'm okay if they win, but I have better options. Anyways, let's go back to the ranking. 10 points go to wonderful, amazing, incredible Claudia from Greece. I was left speechless by the end of that performance in the semifinal too. When I saw the rehearsal, I was really scared because she has actually been my number two entire time on the scoreboard ever since I did the reaction. It was Austria and Greece. And then when I saw the rehearsal video, I got a bit scared, but they really wisely choose the worst moment of the performance to show. From her stepping onto that rock from that kind of bridge, I'm not sure if it is, to this lady facing back to the public, and with her and doing like simultaneous moves to leads changing. I mean, her vocals, oh my god, Claudia is probably the best singer in the competition this year by far. So, and the wonderful, beautiful, incredible song that Asteromata is, I mean, it was tough to choose, but yeah, Greece gets 10 points because it has been there since the beginning for me. Like at the very top, I did take a long break between like first 7, 8 songs and then to these final 20 something 30. So yeah, Greece gets 10 points, and Claudia has been there the entire time. And yeah, after seeing that semifinal performance, definitely she deserves to stay there. 8 points go to, drumroll, Albania. I love Zierm. I love Škodra Elektronike. This song is so modern yet classy yet I don't know catchy yet interesting, dark, mysterious. It is beautiful, and this is the song that constantly keeps growing on you. I was afraid after their national final performance how they're gonna transfer that energy without having the live orchestra, but they did it flawlessly. The performance is fantastic, and I mean, just I don't know. There is something special about that song. I don't know what that is, but it is completely special. It is magical. I know it's one of the fan favorites. I really hope that it's gonna live up to expectations. I would really hate to see it flopping or something. I really hope that Albania is getting that at least top 5. Even the top spot is not excluded, and I wouldn't be mind at all. So Zierm, fantastic. Then 7 points. So second, third, and fourth really difficult. I mean, I love these songs equally. 7 points go to Queen Erika Wickman Ich komme from Finland. Do I need to say anything? I mean, the greatest stage presence I've seen in a while. Fantastic song, entertaining, funny, horny, everything. It's incredible. And her, again, her stage presence sells it. That performance, she's alone on the stage. She's commanding that stage. The the song itself has this kind of electronic and kind of like rocky vibes, which I like, and it's combined so well, really well. And I don't know, it's just phenomenal track, and this is definitely one of the songs that I'm gonna be listening to most after this contest is done. So in the future, for the rest of the year, I wouldn't be surprised if I see this song in my top 5 in Spotify Wrapped. Then we go to 6 points, and 6 points go to Mr. Tommy Cash from Estonia with his song Espresso Macchiato. Tommy was quite lower for me before his semifinal, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to publish this kind of rankings before we hear and see all the performances. And that performance he gave in the semifinal put him right back into my top 5. I mean, it is so funny, it is so lighthearted, it is so, apologies, it is so, it's pure fun. It's pure entertainment. It's just, I was literally dying laughing when that plane was dancing and when the girl stepped on the stage. First up, we were all like, "What's going on?" And then you get it's the part of the show. And for me, she stole the show absolutely. And then I just love the moment when they're dancing together, and then all of the sudden, the security picks her up, and she was so fantastic. It felt so real, like it felt like there was zero acting. It felt incredibly natural how she was fighting against security, and then all of that chaos happens, and Tommy is like lying above the coffee beans and they're spinning. It's pure comedy. It's exactly what we need. It's phenomenal. So this was my top 5. Now we get to the second part of the list, and this is where it gets interesting. So I guess you can notice there some of the favorites are not there yet, so like overall favorites. So let's continue. Number 6, 5 points go to Lithuania. Simply, it is my kind of music. one of my favorite songs in the competition. Performance does it justice. I don't have anything else to add for Lithuania. It is just my personal taste and what I like to listen. Something that I will listen to. Catharsis band that I want to check after this is done. I want to see their discography. I want to listen more from them because I am in love with this song. Definitely like one of my favorite songs of the competition this year. So yeah, that was 5 points. 4 points, or in place number 7, is Switzerland. Look, I hope if like there is a moment where we need to have like defending the crown and winning 2 times in a row, I think this is it. Switzerland with an absolutely magical orchestral song. You can check the reaction. I loved it instantly. And then we got that performance. Even with the camera glitch, even with so many like problems with that camera in that speed section, that like livelier section, it is art. It is art and it is beauty. And I know that ballads are maybe not as popular as they were in the past couple of years in Eurovision, but for me, this is as good as it gets. It's beautiful. It is show stopping. It's so mesmerizing to watch, and Zoe sounds beautiful live, and it's so simple yet so effective. And these shots, close ups, and then my favorite part is it matches with the favorite part of the song when she starts singing that final chorus after the key change, and you can see like her from the back and the entire crowd with the lights. It's I don't know. I was watching that performance and I could not believe what I'm seeing. It is absolute beauty. It is absolute art, and I wanted to do well. So that was Switzerland on place number 7, 4 points. Then on place number 8, 3 points is Ukraine. Definitely the biggest grower of the songs. I did like the song, but with this kind of songs, you need time. You need time to get used to them because as a progressive rock song, it's not something that will get into your ear instantly. After the semifinal two, I did not know what I thought about performance. I thought it was okay, but I wasn't sure how much I liked it. So then I actually watched it 2, 3 more times, and by the time when I was like looking at the performance and noticing some things which I completely ignored in the semifinal, to during their live performance, I actually realized the song got into my head, and now I'm literally singing it entire day. So Ukraine maybe I was even thinking like putting it higher in the last minute, but just looking at the songs above, I cannot do that. This is at this moment the maximum I can do for Ukraine, but still, as I told you, from Greece to Ukraine, it's so minimal differences. It's just, I don't know, it's the mood of the day. And that speaks volumes about this year's edition of Eurovision. It's a really consistent, strong year with so many interesting, different things that are being offered to us. So it's impossible to make this list. Honestly, this has been so difficult. Then 2 points on place number 9 is Poland. Yeah, Poland. I said everything I have about Justina in my reaction and in my semifinal two review. I think she's fantastic. I think it's impressive what she's doing. The performance is really good. What I would have liked with this performance is maybe, and why it's not placed higher, because the song itself deserved to be placed higher, maybe. But for me, performance just has a little bit of everything. I wish it maybe just lost 1 or 2 moments in the performance. So we have dancing, then we have her on the ground, then we have another dance section, then we have her spinning, then we have her playing the violin, then we have her flying, then we have another that like in 3 minutes it's a lot. So when I was watching the performance, I was like, "Oh, this is cool. This is cool. This is cool." And every single section of the performance it is cool. I just think that overall, it's just giving me a bit. I said bit. I really mean a bit of like trying hard, to. I think I think that slightly less would do more for that performance. But anyways, I mean, Justina is fantastic. Also, so if she wins tonight, I will be super happy for her. But just comparing to these other performances and songs, it's just slightly, let's say, less good than the others are. And finally, finally, one point goes to drum roll, Armenia. I think the performance is phenomenal. I think the performance elevated the song, which was already good, incredibly. It's it's I liked it when I heard it for the first time. You know, it's kind of music that I like. I wouldn't say that it's in this group from 2 to 8, from Greece to Ukraine, but still, I think it's fantastic. And watching it, I was really like entertained, and it's a quite quality, and he sounds great live, running on that treadmill. It's very original performance, and the effects and him like covered in dirt. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Something really unique, something really powerful, and again, something that fits my personal taste and what I like to listen to. So yeah, there you have it. And I have to, as I said, give two honorable mentions and add two more songs. First of them is gonna be Netherlands. I heard it recently because I did all the reactions quite late in the like almost a week before the Eurovision itself, but it's been on repeat ever since. And yeah, it's one of my most played songs for sure. But I just feel like performance was kind of a letdown for me, and yeah, that's why I didn't get any points. Actually, I'm lying. I was lying when I told you Greece was second the entire time. Actually, Netherlands took over that place until his semifinal performance. I'm just not crazy about performance. I really like the ending, but I just expected and I hope that we're gonna see something a bit different than for me, I don't know. The video was so powerful and so good. I just don't think it transferred to the live performance as well. That's why they dropped. And some countries stepped up, like for example, Switzerland, Armenia. These were songs that stepped up. So Netherlands simply did not end up in top 10. And of course, I have to mention on my place number 12, Sweden. I really liked this when I reacted to it, but then I heard the song on Spotify without the performance, and to be honest, I did not like it at all. I didn't. I think I didn't even finish listening to it. Then I tried another day. I was like, no, let's listen to Barabadabasto. Look, I can watch the performance, and then when I watch the performance, I'm like, this is great. But when I sit down and listen to the song, I simply don't feel anything. For me, it doesn't do anything. For me, it is the performance that makes it stand out rather than the song itself, and that's why I'm coming that's why I, like, insisted on that. For me, very important part of the overall thinking of the song is that how much I'm gonna listen to the song after the Eurovision is done. To be honest, I will always go back to the performance, which also I felt was maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just that we know now, so now on Eurovision stage it just didn't look as impressive as it did in National Final Melody Festivalen, but when I watched the performance, I was like, yeah, this is cool, this is interesting, this is fun, this is lighthearted, this is what we need, you know. But I don't know, I also have Tommy Cash for that, and I like Tommy Cash more. And Sweden took this place of fan favorite, and if I compare him to Karia and to Baby Lasagna, for me, it's just not as good as they were. And from that perspective, I know I tried to give points to Sweden. I really wanted to include them in this points because saying that they don't deserve points is, or they don't even deserve the win. They do. I mean, if people like them, especially if people like Sweden this year, sure. I mean, that much. But for me personally, performance is great. I mean, it was great first 10 times that I heard it. After that, when you know already when there's this element of surprise is gone, it kind of didn't kind of wasn't exactly the same. And by the time I heard the studio version live, it just had no energy. It just sounded like, I don't know, it just didn't give anything to me. It was flat, and I don't know. I stopped halfway through, and but yeah, again, I wouldn't like for Sweden to win because I think we have a lot of songs. There's a lot of better songs this year for victory. But if they do win public votes, sure. I just think maybe in some other years they would have been in my top 10 because I'm usually really picky and I have like five, six songs that I actually like. And I'm usually struggling like, who do I want to, oh, I don't want to give points to this song. Like 4 points, that's too much. No, 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 let's put them down. Then I struggle to actually finish the list of top 10 like people I want to give points to. But this year, it was really a struggle for me with these 12 songs to arrange them. And so I had to go with my own feeling and my own personal taste. And just in this case, Netherlands and Sweden, with overall impression of everything, fell short for the points, but still they are good. And I'm looking forward to see them in the final. So yeah, there you have it. I don't know what else to add. Uh, I hope that we're gonna have good final tonight. I hope that we're gonna have fair voting tonight. I would hate to see the scenario of the last 2 years repeating. At the end of the day, I think that whoever overall public wants to win should win. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. I am rooting for Austria and so many other songs. I never had so many options of artists and songs I want to win. So I don't know, by this very long list of songs that I would like to see as the winners in the end, I think that I hope that I will end up being satisfied in the end. So yeah, that's it. Let me know in the comments before the final starts who are your favorites. The finals are starting soon. So yeah, I will see you, I think, when the voting starts, maybe slightly before that with some reactions. We have some interesting performances tonight. And yeah, I said that I will try to do the entire voting. I might have issues with that, so I might go for the public votes only, but definitely there is something before that that I really look forward to and actually looking forward to react. So I have yet to see. I have a couple of hours to decide and see how it's gonna go. So yeah, let me know who your favorites are, and I apologize to all the fans of Sweden for not giving it any points. But guys, remember, I'm just one person, and it's just my personal list of favorites, and that's it. So see you soon. Bye bye.